All right, guys, we are live. Going to be talking today about some very important changes that are currently happening. Okay, so if you're joining us live, let us know where you're joining us from. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm just going to dive right into it. You guys can, if you're not here live, you can check out the replay when it's posted on the YouTube channel and the Facebook group. Guys, there are some major changes coming down in the industry, specifically for tax sale overages. Okay. So yesterday, April 26, 2023, there was a case that was held in the United States Supreme Court. That case is called Tyler versus Hennepin County. Okay. If you're not familiar with the case, I'll share with you very briefly what that case is all about. Okay. Or you could just simply Google it. Again, it's Tyler versus Hennepin County. Okay. And basically what it boils down to is a lady in Minnesota, she had a condo. Okay. For whatever reason, she left the condo. She located to a different place of residence. Okay. And she stopped paying property taxes on that condo. The condo sat for about 5 years, and then that condo was auctioned off at a tax sale. She owed about $15,000. The county sold the condo for $40,000. That's creating, what is that? 25, 35, $25,000 overage. Okay. Now in Minnesota, the way the law is written is any overage that is generated from a tax sale basically belongs to the county. The county can keep those funds and use them for their own purposes. Okay, that's how the law is currently written. And so Miss Tyler sued the county, saying that she was entitled to that $25,000. She lost her case in Minnesota, and then now it's been taken all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. Okay, and yesterday they had arguments about whether or not it's constitutional for counties to profit from, tax sale properties, okay, be able to keep a surplus of funds or keep the overages for their own purposes. Okay. There are several states that the way their laws read allow for this to happen, allow for the counties to keep overages from tax sales. I think it's either 12 or 14 states. However, what's really interesting is things are starting to change. Okay. And what I've noticed, you may also have heard of a case called Raffaelli versus Oakland County. That was a Michigan case that happened, I think, in 2021, 2 years ago. In that case, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional for counties to keep excess proceeds from tax sales and that they had to give the money back to the homeowners. Okay. Now, in regards to overages, this is a good thing because now it allows for, for people to be able to help these homeowners. Number one, let them know that there's money available to them and help them recover them. Okay. So it is a good thing. That at least for, those of us that are in the tax sale overage industry. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that changes are already beginning to happen, even though this case at the Supreme Court is still very much in process. Many states are already taking a proactive approach, and they are changing their laws and they're changing their rules to make it so that overages go back to the former homeowners of the properties. Okay. So I'll share with you kind of the foundation that is representing the homeowner in Minnesota. They are called Pacific Legal Foundation. Okay. Great foundation. I've donated to them. But they have this cool little map that kind of shows what you're looking at here is red states are states that allow for what Pacific Legal Foundation calls home equity theft, where basically these states allow for somebody's property to be auctioned off at tax sale. And if it generates an overage, then the state or the county gets to keep that money. It doesn't go back to the former homeowner. That's what the red states represent, is states that allow that practice. Okay. The yellow states are states that they do allow it in certain situations for the county to keep overage funds. And then the green states are basically, it's like, hey, if there's an overage, it goes back to the former homeowner. So they don't really have the whole home equity issue. Now, here's the thing that's very interesting. As I've been tracking this case, I've come across some other, legal briefs and things of that nature. And what I found is that I think it's 5 or 6 of the red states on this map have already begun changing their laws, which is very exciting, okay? Because now these red states basically represent places that you basically couldn't work tax sale overages, okay? Because of the way the laws were written. Now that they are changing, new opportunities are going to be opening up. And for those that aren't tracking this, they're just not going to be aware of these opportunities. These are going to be places that people aren't aware that, the rules are changing. Therefore, there's not going to be much competition in these states. Okay. And guys, if you're a student of my course, you need to go check out the 50 state guide. Okay. Because I have updated that as of yesterday to represent the 6 states that are currently changing their laws or have changed their laws and now allow for tax overages to go back to the homeowners. Okay. So that's very important. Check out the 50 state guide. It's located in section A. Okay. It's just a spreadsheet that looks something. Let's see if I can find it for you. I'll give you a quick glimpse of it. Okay. Let's see. We'll stop the screen share and I'll share with you real quick the 50 state guide. So it's pretty basics, just a, simple spreadsheet. It has all of the laws for tax overages, for mortgage overages, notes that I've added in here as far as like, do they limit your fees that you can charge? Okay. And then we also have all of these things, we have the state tax deed, tax lien processes, foreclosure processes for each state. And this is just kind of a probate thing. We won't talk about that. But guys, this tab right here is the one that you'll want to go monitor, okay, and go check that out if you haven't looked at it in the last 2 days, because I've updated several of these states, and those are states that you are going to maybe want to look into. It could be a state that you live in, okay, could be an area that there will be little competition working those areas. So that is a benefit of being part of the program, right? Is you get updates as I learn new things, and there's no additional cost for that. Okay. That's just a benefit of being a student of the program. Okay. So things are changing. It's the bottom line to kind of recap things on this is our industry is expanding, which is kind of cool. I think that's exciting. Maybe you don't think that's exciting, but that's pretty awesome to be able to have more opportunity being created because of changes in rules and regulations and laws at the state level. Okay. Depending how things go with this Supreme Court case, we may find that there will be opportunity to recover tax overages in all 50 states here in the next few years. So that's also exciting. Mortgage overages exist in all 50 states already. Okay. At least in my experience, you can work mortgage overages in all 50 states currently. Okay. So pretty exciting stuff. I think that's exciting, and I just wanted to pass that on to you guys and share with you kind of what's happening right now, because here's the thing with this business. Like, obviously I've been doing this for a while, but I am constantly learning new things, and things are constantly changing. And that is very key. When you're a business owner, it's very key that you keep up with trends and be aware of updates and rules and laws so that you can adjust your business accordingly and also be able to capture opportunities when they arrive. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. I want to share that with you. I hope you found that valuable. Yeah, good stuff. So appreciate y'all tuning in. If you guys, again, if you're a student, check out the 50 state guide on the updates that I put in there the last couple of days so that you can be aware of those states that are opening up for opportunity. Okay. If you're not a student, that's cool. You can check out the course at school.overagecourse.com. Okay. And hope you have a wonderful Thursday. Let me check here in the chat, make sure I didn't miss any questions here. No, not really. That's good. Is that good or bad? We answered that. Cool. All right. Sweet. Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. If you're catching the replay, hope this was helpful. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.